Carolina, Congressman Tim Griffin. Congressman, how are we doing today, sir?
Good morning. I've been sorry I was a little late. I lost my wallet for about 2 minutes.
Did you hit the panic button?
2 minutes at the revenue office. I had to run out to the truck, so I only got a second here. But I just wanted to talk to you about this bill that I introduced on this cell phone issue. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, we've been playing clips from Fox News and KARK, doing a little background of the unlimited plan Uncle Sam has.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Several decades ago, the government, well-intentioned, put a plan in called Lifeline that makes sure that the elderly and less fortunate have hardline telephone lines in their homes, which totally reasonable. That's not what my bill's about. What I'm outraged about is a few years ago they expanded it to free cell phones, and it's now costing taxpayers about $1 billion a year. And some people are getting 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40 cell phones. It's just outrageous. The fact that the federal government is providing people cell phones seems to me just to go beyond what is reasonable. So I've introduced a bill to kill the free cell phone part of the program.
And Congressman, we're not talking about just a run-of-the-mill cell phone. We're talking about iPhones, Blackberries, Androids. We're talking about smartphones, not just a phone for an emergency.
We're talking about smartphones, but, here's the deal. These aren't phones that allow people just to call in an emergency, but even if you were going to provide just basic phones, I'd say a couple things. First of all, you can get a basic phone for like $20 a month. My mother does that. She just has a basic phone that, doesn't have all the bells and whistles. There's nothing smart about it. The other thing is, if you want to provide something to people where they can only call 911 or whatever, as a necessity, that's fine. But I don't think the federal government ought to be in the business of giving out free cell phones. I mean, I just think it's $1 billion with a B.
Mm-hmm.
So I've introduced a bill, and that would eliminate the cell phone part of this program. And if you wonder who's paying for it, look on your cell phone bill for the line that says Universal Service Fund or Universal Service Fee. You're paying for this. It's taxpayer money, and we got to stop it.
Now, when you're looking at that, you're not, once again, let's reiterate, you're not talking about the old program decades ago. You're talking about this new slush fund, in essence, that is on our cell phone bill that I'm paying for, you're paying for, where individuals are ending up with multiple cell phones, smartphones, no use at all, and to no benefit.
Well, what my bill does, that's right. My bill just rolls it back to the original intent where there's no cell phones involved. And because there's not abuse significantly, at least not at this level, on the landline side of things, because, people aren't getting 10, 20, 30 landlines in their house. They have no reason to.
Right.
But these cell phones are just out of control, and we're paying for it. And if we can't cut something easy like this, then how in the world are we going to deal with real spending problems?
Congressman, what kind of support have you got lined up with you on this?
Well, I got some good support when we first announced it. We're just now making a second push. I met with Speaker Boehner, talked to Speaker Boehner about it this past week. So the key is to get leadership and some of the committee folks involved, and that's what I'm going to be pushing to do when I get back up there.
You talk about this being low-hanging fruit in one of your interviews, to where this is an opportunity for the government to cut some spending there that's easy, should be relatively easy. What kind of message, Congressman, will this send to the American people if they balk at this and say, no, we're not going to mess with it?
Well, it just shows me if we can't cut this, then the American people aren't speaking loud enough, or they're not willing to cut even the most basic examples of waste. And, we need to get serious. And this isn't, like I said, this isn't a deal. A lot of these waste deals we look at and they get us angry, and they are waste, and they ought to be cut, but they're not a lot of money. Well, that's not this one. This is a lot of money. This is $1 billion, almost $1 billion a year. So this is serious business. We need to cut it. And, hey, tell people, or I'll tell people if you'll let me, go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/rep, R-E-P, Tim Griffin, R-E-P, Tim Griffin. Watch the video, and if you'll give us a like there, it'd be great. We're getting as many followers as we can so we can communicate with people about this. But check out the video.
And Congressman Tim Griffin on Facebook, several videos there. You can contact Tim anytime at his office, get that information. Tim, thank you very much for pointing out, once again, unnecessary pork spending here that's costing the taxpayers billions of dollars. Thank you for stepping up to the plate, looking out for the citizens of Arkansas in your district, and taking care of business there.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, Tim. Take care.
Bye.